Hello everyone, I'm gonna do a quick video. Sorry my hair is all messed up, I just woke up. Like I said, I don't really look at stocks all the time. I do it kind of like on the side. Maybe I look at them like an hour on the weekend and stuff. So anyways, this is kind of what I mean, I love the stock market because it's pretty easy to understand for the most part. And then there's other parts that are just kind of like gambling. I feel like they don't make sense and stocks go up anyways, and sometimes you think a stock it's supposed to be going up and it goes down, maybe because people just hear a story about a scandal or something, and it has nothing to do with their books. But anyways, here's a good example in terms of three companies that I just spoke about one in my last video, WLL, Whiting Petroleum. And this is kind of like what I mean in terms of it doesn't make sense, but it still goes up. Kind of like gambling. So, let me see. So, like I was saying, things that I sometimes feel like it's gambling with the stock market because while I feel like it's very easy to understand, there are some times where there's certain stocks at least that don't make any sense. So, an example being WLL. I actually just spoke about this stock the day before this happened, and I mentioned that I was glad that I got out of it. It's so fascinating because if you look at it, they actually went up 62% the day after I said that. Yet if you look at their EPS, they are at a negative 41 and 59 cents. That's meaning that per share they are down. They earn about negative $41.59, while they are only worth their share price is $1.38. That doesn't even make sense. how can you your earnings be negative 41 from a $1.38? Like, that's ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Doesn't make sense, and sometimes I feel like it's just gambling. I feel like maybe investors are probably like, it can only go up. Which is bad because when the high part comes, it's gonna crash, like, for sure. Another example was maybe Occidental. It's another stock I owned before I actually recreated my formula. Sorry, I'm kind of shaking. Okay, so it's another stock I owned, and then I ended up selling because I just didn't see the value in it. It went up 33%. Wow, their EPS is actually at a negative 4.35. I don't understand sometimes these stocks, but I think maybe it's just people get really excited about them. They're like, they can only go up. They hear a story regarding like, they're gonna go up from a pundit or something. So even BP, who's also in oil, they're still negative 98, but they're probably in a stronger position, yet their increase is a lot lower than theirs. Doesn't make any sense. I actually own oil. It's only going up about 10%. I think it should be going up a lot more than that. But it doesn't make sense. But using my new formula, I've want to say I've increased all this. So I like the fact that it's actually all positive. I own certain companies, like, so for instance, here's an example. Like I said, doesn't make sense. Earnings per share. Let's see. Like, here's an example. MFA, one of my favorite companies that I've had for a while, since I started. It's at 0.79. Their P&E is at a 3.57. Everything looks good. And they obviously went up at a 21.98. This screams to me, yes, this is a stock I want to own. I still want to own it, even though it's already gone up. I feel like this should have gone up 60 something percent, not 21 compared to WLL. Where'd it go? Compared to WLL, that went up 62.45, and all the numbers don't make any sense. Looked at their books, their 10K, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, that was just a little bit of a rant to show you like it doesn't make sense sometimes stocks, but I still would prefer 21 or even 5% uh, of growth I can count on versus, for all I know, it's 62% today, and then tomorrow it crashes, or let's say even goes up higher, and then suddenly it crashes, and you don't know when that crash is coming. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. Sorry, it's kind of all over the place.